After a long time, I'm gonna review the Mate 50 Pro as it's my main smartphone these days. So let's begin. So let's check the specs. This smartphone has a circular island that all cameras middle of it, and it's a very annoying place because my thumb always touch the telephoto camera. It's a curved display with a 3D face unlock sensor, but the phone is very comfortable to hand. Let's check one of the best and worst thing about this phone. I mean display. The display is a 6.74-inch display and the resolution is 1212 by 2616, which means 428 ppi density per inch. It also shows 1 billion colors and the refresh rate is 120 Hz. The thing is, the display is very good, the colors are natural, but the problem is it's not bright as iPhone or Samsung or Xiaomi's. The display also doesn't have LTPO. Compared to other flagship phones, it's a downgrade. So let's check the hardware and software side. It runs on MIUI 13 with Android 12. It also has 256 GB of memory and 8 GB of RAM with UFS 3.1. So the thing is, MIUI isn't very good as Harmony OS and it's not optimized as Harmony OS. It doesn't have any problem, but there always have been some little details about it. For example, I can record 120 Hz display when I want to record my gameplay or record on my PC due to a Snapdragon processor. If it was Kirin, it doesn't have any problem, but the Snapdragon side is affects something like this. So the phone is great, but the optimization of Snapdragon in Huawei phones aren't good as Kirin. It's one of the best CPUs in Snapdragon series, but the thing is, this phone doesn't have any cooling system like vapor chamber or any other things like Chinese other phones, Xiaomi, Poco or others, and it affects in stability. For example, CPU throttling test, 3D mark test, and some others. This phone becomes very hot in hard gaming. Like if you jump somewhere crowded in PUBG Mobile, for example, 20 or 30 players in it, it'll be laggy in that area. And if you play Call of Duty Mobile Custom VR, it'll be so hot that I can't even touch the side of the phone or even the cameras. Let's check the best thing about this phone, the camera. The camera is paired with 3 lenses. The main sensor is a 50 megapixel f1.4 to 4 with a variable aperture with 24mm lens with OIS. The periscope lens is 64 megapixel with f3.5 and it's 90mm and it can zoom lossless to 3.5, also can zoom all to 100 times. The last sensor is a 13 megapixel ultra wide 120 degree 13mm ultra wide camera. If I want to describe this camera, it's perfect. It doesn't have any problem. The night and daytime photos are excellent without any problem, but there are some little problem with it. For example, in nighttime, when you shoot normal photos in normal mode, the main camera capture bluish picture instead of black, and the ultra wide camera capture greenish picture instead of the normal color. And the telephoto camera doesn't take any light and the pictures are very dark with normal mode. But in pro mode, the telephoto camera is excellent. You can capture so good shot with pro mode with shutter like 32 seconds in a very dark situation. It also can take macro picture with ultra wide lens without any problem, but I wish it can do that with periscope camera like other brands like Vivo or Xiaomi, because telephoto camera and periscope camera are way better in taking macro pictures compared to ultra wide lens. Let's talk about recording videos. The videos are excellent without any problem, but compared to something like iPhone, the switching lanes animation isn't that smooth, and it's also change colors when you change lenses, and you recognize it's not the same. But the OIS and stabilization of recording videos are excellent, and you can see the samples.
This is 4K 30 FPS Mate 50 Pro. Main camera 4K 30, ultra wide. The highlight is a little bit too high. The sky is too yellow. When I focus on the sky, the ground is dark. Now switching to telephoto 4 times, 10 times, 15 times. The animation isn't that bad, but it's not good as iPhone. It's just okay. This is a stability mode 1080p 30 fps. I remember iPhone 15 Pro Max has 2.2K resolution of stability, but this phone only has 1080p 30 and 60 fps, and I can't switch between lenses. Let's run a little bit and see what will happen.
Let's talk about the selfie camera. The selfie camera is a 13 megapixel f2.4 18mm that can record 4K 60 and 30 fps without any problem. Testing 4K 30 fps, it's default on 0.8 times. Look at the colors. Now wide, 1 time. There are 2 holes on a screen. One of them is for 3D face recognition and the other with selfie camera. Now this is 4K 60, 0.8, wide, 1 time. The colors are a little bit noisy, I guess, compared to the 30 fps. But the camera is a 13 megapixel f2.4 13mm camera. All resolution can record 30 and 60 fps. I can zoom, no. Only changes between these focal lenses. The only problem is when you're using selfie camera in other apps like Instagram. The quality isn't the same as camera app of the phone, and you recognize the quality that is different from other apps. It also has Face ID and fingerprint sensor that works very well. So let's talk about the last thing about this phone. I mean the battery. The battery is a 4700 mAh battery with a 66 wire charge in a box, and it can charge wireless up to 50 watt wireless charge. It's even higher than wire charge of Samsung and iPhone. The battery experience isn't good. I mean, 4700 isn't too much in 2024 when other phones have 6000, 6500 mAh battery. This phone isn't capable of comparing with them. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe our channel to see more content of cameras and phones.